unbelievers, smite their necks. What about these words?
Loving it. You know what? When I went to Tony Robinson, I said single verse. I was, you know what? I click out. You know what he said? Fight them and kick them out from where they kicked you out. Transgress, meaning do not go to boundaries where you kill innocent men, women, and children. Slap about the order, kill the Japanese. Is it talking about the innocent Japanese? I don't know. That's why I clearly said to Tony Robinson, show me one verse.
There are many people that will point and they'll talk about this. They'll say the Bible has many verses that apply. How Christians say this, and they'll go back. How women are treated.
The reason I say that, I'm talking about you. The reason I say that is because this is the problem. When you're having Islam, you know, sometimes I think to myself, you know, I wish I was born. So if you have two daughters, because the honor the woman has to take care of them, the grace of paradise will start really getting confused about it. If a woman has a right sexually, you know, she's oppressed. I believe this may come and that may come, and you need to look this way. It's oppression. It's like slavery. I believe you're a human being. The reason why that's there is as a modesty. Yeah. Now I'm not saying that you should do. I'm just saying why way of thinking men are men. As you know, they tend to, you know, besides the whole point. So a woman choosing to cover up because she wants to respect that.
She wants to cover up. I'm talking about when Islam is certainly not now, and that's what matters. I care about reality right now. What is going on? No longer interested in you. You can talk want the world to be. I'm interested in how it is.
We are not here for that. We're just here to live our lives.
British culture, European culture, but
had an impact on you. And I hope it did have an impact on me. I don't believe you're saying this to
persecution is worse than slaughter, or when you meet unbelievers, smite their necks. Okay. What about these words?
That's Surah Baqarah verse 190 to 194. Yeah, that is clearly talking about the pagans. If you read it here, it says
the pagans.
Yes, the pagans. Yeah,
Why does that make it any better?
No, you missed the point. This is pagan Arabs who are attacking the Prophet. There's a context behind it. That's why I was loving it. You know what? When I went to Tony Robinson, I said single verse. You know what? I applaud you for at least bringing a verse. Yeah, this is what I wanted from Tony Robinson. None was brought anyways, and he wrote a book. Yeah. Now that verse you're giving is, we're talking about military. Yeah. When Japan was coming to attack USA. Yeah. United States of America, we're not just going to throw flowers at them. They're going to attack them, and the general's going to say, wherever you find the Japanese, kill them. You're not going to go and say, wherever you find them, give them a pat on the back. You're going to kill them. Over here, that context is actually clear cut. You know what it says? Fight them and kick them out from where they kicked you out. So here the context is, you do what they have done to you. But Allah says Allah does not love the ones who transgress, meaning do not go to boundaries where you kill innocent men, women and children. So that's talking about a certain group who was attacking the Prophet Muhammad, and Allah says in that specific verse, and kick them out from where they kicked you out. So if I came and said to you, Lauren, slap her back the way she slapped you back. Now, are you going to be a terrorist? No.
This specifically says those who disbelieve. I will strike terror into the hearts of those who have disbelieved. So strike them at their necks and cut off their fingers.
Yes, but
he's talking about disbelief.
No. He's talking about those pagans. They refer to that. For example, when America gives an order, kill the Japanese, is it talking about the innocent Japanese? Or is it talking about the Japanese that are attacking? See the difference? So therefore, when it says disbeliever, nowhere, not a single scholar has said that you are allowed to kill innocent people. Haram, nowhere. That's why I clearly said to Tony Robinson, show me one verse. And you know what? I don't blame him. Because if he brought one verse, he was going to get...
Here's the thing though, Ali. This is what's important.
And there's many verses.
There are many people that will point and they'll talk about this. They'll say the Bible has many verses that are violent. And they'll say this and they'll go back to the Old Testament. What is the most important is how these verses are brought into the real world. How these words are brought into the real world. And there is a clear difference between how Christians interpret the Bible in the Old Testament and how Islam is interpreting these verses today. You can see how it's interpreted in Islamic nations, how women are treated, how women who are raped are treated, how they're stoned, how gays are thrown off roofs in Islamic nations. We can see how this plays out when Islam is the majority of the culture in a nation.
What I would say is that, to be honest, when a lot of people come and say that to me, I usually tell them, like, you know, you need to stop watching paranormal activity. The reason I say that, I'm talking about you, the reason I say that is because this is the problem. When you open TV and see this stuff, you're like, oh my gosh, how barbaric are they? The woman, the rights women have in Islam, you know, sometimes I think to myself, you know, I wish I was born a woman. Because the honor the woman has in Islam, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, the rights a mother has over the father is 3 times. Yeah? The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, if you have 2 daughters and you look after them and you take care of them, the gates of paradise will be open for you.
They look like they have plenty of rights walking around in the black sheets and not being able to walk with a man, without a man.
No, one second, yeah? If you have a right, this is what I really get confused about, yeah? If a woman has a right to walk in a mini skirt or whatever, she has a right. That's your right. You can do whatever you like.
Not in an Islamic
How is
nation.
it? How? No, but one second. How is it that a woman who chooses to cover up is sexually, she's oppressed? I believe a woman who has to look a certain way for a man is more sexually oppressed because she's forced to feel uglier, and you need to wear this makeup and that makeup, and you need to look this way. It's oppression. It's like slavery.
This is mental gymnastics. Gymnastics.
I know I like doing gymnastics sometimes, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is, I believe every woman is beautiful in her own way. She should not have to change for a man. And my lips have to look bigger, and my eyes have to look this way, and my backside has to be like this. We're saying, look, Islam says, as a woman, you're a human being. You, Lauren, are a human being. You don't need to get into like society and this pressures and make you feel like I need to look this way, I need to be L'Oreal because I'm worth it, and all this kind of stuff. You're a human being. I respect you. So when I look at you, like for example, the reason why that's there is as a modesty, yeah? Now I'm not saying that you should do it. I'm just saying why Muslim women wear it. So when she has that on, I'm not going to be busy checking her out. I'm going to be like, this is a human being. I can see her face. I'll talk to you as a human being. You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm not saying those who do not wear it, you should not. But I'm saying there's a lot of men out there, and a lot of men are, they have this weird way of thinking. Men are men, as you know. They tend to, look at a woman and use it like, okay, she looks this way, and treat her like a sexual object. Now, that's besides the whole point. So a woman choosing to cover up because she wants to, that's her choice. If she wants to cover up and she feels modest in that, I'm going to be okay with that. If you say, what, I don't want to, that's your choice, Lauren. I respect that. I'm not.
But that's how you feel about it. I'm talking about when Islam is the majority in a nation, whether that becomes law, whether that becomes something that she doesn't have a choice to do anymore, and that tends to be the case.
No. I've told you before, the Christians, the Jews, and the Muslims lived in harmony together. They did.
They're certainly not now, and that's what matters. I care about reality right now, what is going on, how the world is at the moment. You can talk about this whole Garden of Eden that existed at one point. You can talk about how it should be interpreted and what a perfect world would look like. And I talk to so many people in the political realm that discuss things like that. And I'm just no longer interested in how people want the world to be. I'm interested in how it is, because that's it. Once we accept how the world is, then we can fix it. And right now, Islam has a problem within Europe.
So can we first of all, the stuff that we discussed, can we both agree that we're against rape and terrorism and all this kind of stuff? We're against that, right?
Yes, of course.
Both of us. So we both agree that we hate these grooming gangs, we hate this rape and terrorism that's happening, right?
Of course.
So we're both on the same page, Lauren, yeah? That's what I wanted to tell you, that if you look into Islam more and understand it more, we are not here for that. We're just here to live our lives peacefully, in harmony with you guys. As you said, look, did I treat you bad today?
I think you speak for yourself, not for everyone.
Yeah, but
you did not treat me bad. It was quite an enjoyable conversation.
You do realize, have I treated you bad?
No, you haven't.
Have I made you feel like...
You refused to shake my hand, which is impolite.
Which I said, I've respect.
British proper European culture, but
I have my culture. If I say to you, can you touch my toe? Yeah. So out of respect, you know how I do. But the thing is, I need to go back because I've done that.
Of course.
I need to go back. It was really nice talking with you. I'm sure. I hope there's something that I've maybe planted a seed where you can. I would genuinely want to ask you, Lauren, please read the Quran with an open mind. Just get to know us Muslims with an open mind. And I genuinely believe, Lauren, even our discussion today had an impact on you, and I hope it does, because it did have an impact on me. I don't believe you're the same as Tony Robbins. I believe you're a lovely individual. You don't have that. And same with Lucy. I've said this again and I'll say it again. You two are lovely people. You've got nothing to do with Tony Robinson, and I believe he's a hate preacher who causes hate. And I hope you guys would really open your eyes.